Hello and thank you for joining us. This is the news on NTAi International. I am Charles Alpha. My sign language interpreter is Taiwo Zoma. Let's quickly bring you some of our top stories. Nigeria and Britain strengthen ties on creative economy. A federal government launches women's health initiative. And resident doctors commence nationwide strike. Nigeria and the United Kingdom are strengthening collaboration to explore opportunities in the creative sector. Joshua Ajito reports that the two nations have launched a Creative Economy Week to expand access to jobs for sustainable development. Joshua Ajito reports.
A night to interact, dialogue and networking among creative practitioners, policymakers, industry players and investors on how to explore opportunities in the creative sector, thereby inspiring collaboration, strengthening skills that will position Nigeria's global creative potential. Convened by the British Council in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy, the event reflects the role of the creative economy in shaping inclusive societies, empowering youths, and creating opportunities for sustainable growth. Both nations believe that diverse voices, creative talent, and cultural exchange can drive economic growth.
Our mandate is clear: to create an environment where creativity is not just a passion, but a viable and prosperous profession.
The creative economy is one of 8 sectors that are prioritised in the agreement between the UK and Nigeria called the Enhanced Trade and Investment Partnership. We believe that the UK and Nigeria, we have a real opportunity for mutual benefit.
Creative economy is a gold mine of innovations. Nigeria has a lot to offer to the world. When Nigerians use talent and culture to earn money or to create jobs, that's creative economy at work.
With the theme, Building Futures Through Creativity, the Creative Economy Week will showcase innovation, skills and collaboration in 6 cities in Nigeria and London. Joshua Ojito, NTAi News.
The federal government has flagged off the Presidential Women's Health Transformation Initiative tagged Renewal to safeguard maternal health. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who flagged off the initiative, notes that women's health is fundamental to Nigeria's development. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
Congratulations. We, of course, have officially launched.
This is an answer to one of the nation's most critical requests and a cornerstone of a healthier Nigeria, rating it as a national priority. The program, designed to be the national engine of collaboration among all stakeholders.
This is the wisdom behind.
Vice President Kashim Shettima said maternal health is the heartbeat of every family, the compass of social stability, and the index of national welfare.
Maternal mortality is a shame against which we must all rally. We owe every girl child not just the eloquent promise of a better tomorrow, but the certainty of a healthier one. Yet we cannot guarantee this in isolation. This future rests upon the collective commitment of whether it's public institutions, private actors, ministries or development partners, to champion the cause of the Nigerian woman.
The Renew Her initiative will also introduce a presidential focal office on women's health, working closely with the Federal Ministry of Health, the Statewide Approach Coordination Office, the Ministry of Women Affairs, and the Governors' Spouses Forum to ensure women's health priorities are embedded in every part of the nation.
With the launch of Renew Her, however, we remain committed to expanding these efforts, scaling up mobile clinics, empowering more community health workers, and bringing essential services closer to our communities.
Renew Her is here to convene to amplify, to facilitate, but most importantly, to collaborate.
The government also announced the creation of an AI-powered National Women's Health Digital Hub to deliver geo-targeted campaigns on maternal survival, adolescent health, preventive care, and workforce strengthening, as the hub will connect women and families with trusted health information while linking healthcare to entrepreneurship and national prosperity. From the State House, Abraham Jibrila, NTAi News.
Patients who had medical appointments at various hospitals in Abuja who were left unattended to have expressed concern over incessant strikes embarked upon by health workers in the country. Health correspondent Serafina Okon is standing by with an update from hospitals visited in the FCT as the National Association of Resident Doctors commence a 5-day warning strike.
It is day one of the strike by National Resident Doctors Association, and from hospitals visited, we've seen collector services being rendered, and some patients are lucky to have been attended to by consultants, like they said, on compassionate grounds, while some are not that lucky.
They refuse to attend to us. They say doctors are on strike.
Okay, so what are you going to do next?
I don't know. As you can see me, I'm so tired. I don't even know what to do, and my daughter is also to see doctor here, and she's going back to school tomorrow. So I'm just tired because I don't know how I'm going to take her back to school without her seeing doctor.
I never knew there was a strike. So when I came, they say we should go. But some of the consultants were very kind to us. They say we should wait, they will see us. And I am happy that they saw me, they did everything fine for me. We are pleading for the government to take care of them. Are you hearing me? Let them take care of these people. The people that attended to me, they are very good people. And when they allow such kind of people to leave this country will be collapsing the more. Are you hearing me? So let the government do something good for these people. They are suffering for people.
Among their grievances are the non-disbursement of 2025 Medical Residency Training Fund, payment of 5 months arrears from revised consolidated medical salary structure, and the outstanding specialist and hazard allowances. From the National Hospital, Serafina Okon, NTAi News.
Thank you, Serafina, for that report. Now, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has called on women in leadership positions to work harder and ensure that they have make life easier for others or other women using the instrumentality of economic empowerment and mentorship. She made the call when the Forum of Female Chief Executive Officers of government agencies and organizations paid her a visit in the villa. State House correspondent NTAi reports.
Led by the chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abikedabiri Erewa, members of the Forum of Female Chief Executive Officers in government agencies and organizations are in the office of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, to pledge support with their eyes set on collaboration.
All this will not happen if we don't really turn the lives of the younger people around.
While appreciating their visit and the measure of their individual contributions to nation building, the First Lady wants them to take the lead in driving women inclusion.
But I need you to mentor younger women. Help them. The ones you can educate, give scholarship to, do it. Don't look for volume. Take one and take that person through life. What about the young girls out there? You should go look for them. You should mentor them. You should birth more Abikedabiri, out there. And a lot of wonderful women like you. You should birth more.
She says their experiences and exposure must be brought to bear in changing the narratives for women.
But who will now speak for the women? Are you going to now be in fragments? Women engineer, women this, women that. We can start a group so that there will be voices. You have the CJ now, who is the woman, the head of service who is a woman now, and who are women, several of them. That these are women who As we are speaking on this now, they can speak on our behalf.
That common front is expected to manifest in the first instance as the forum pledged to work with the First Lady in actualizing her desire to complete the ongoing construction of the National Library.
Beyond that, how can we raise younger women to succeed in life? What values can we share with them? And who else to start that conversation with but Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? As you can see, it's been a long, impactful conversation we've had with her.
And I'm going to do my best, as the First Lady has charged us, to try and help more women, especially young women, to also grow into leadership positions.
You look after a woman, and she gives birth to, not just in the biological sense, it's a multiplier effect because we are such social and nurturing creatures. So it's impactful because it multiplies.
As female chief executive officers in the public sector, they have individual mandates to achieve set government agenda while working together as a forum to network, share knowledge, and advance policies aimed at empowering women. In the State House, NTAi, NTAi News.
To ensure speedy dispensation of justice for all, legal practitioners and judicial officers are advised to desist from using technicalities to cause unnecessary delays in justice delivery. Former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, gave the advice at a book presentation titled Civil Litigation by a retired Justice of the Court of Appeal, Justice Olotudun Adepofe Okoje.
Civil litigation is not like criminal litigation, even though both are all legal processes for resolving disputes through the court system. But these processes may come with its own peculiarities, and to address this gap, the book Civil Litigation is unveiled. The 854-page book is the fourth edition in a series where necessary conflicting positions of the justices have been stated in order to give both the bench and the bar the option to either follow or to be distinguished as the occasion may present.
This book has proved that it is absolutely important for us to keep a good record, not just of civil procedure, but more perhaps of the ways by which we can speed up our justice system.
Its distinctive contribution is the translation of judicial experience into principles that can be acted upon. The writing is economical and without loss of nuance. It is authoritative without unnecessary display.
Liberate the judiciary, clear the backlogs. The backlogs, God knows how many cases there are, and it is from High Court, Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, the backlogs. It will not go away like that.
The 20 chapters book is not an academic treatise, but a quick reference guide to substantive law and procedure.
With Justice Adefofe's book, I actually go through the book, look for what I think is relevant, take pictures and send to my lawyers.
This is the fourth edition. That tells you that the law has grown. That tells you that there are more principles to add. That tells you that there is so much more to learn.
The book is recommended not only to judicial officers or legal practitioners, but to students and laymen.
And still on legal matters, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted the federal government's application for accelerated hearings of the trial of the suspected UN Abuja office bomber Khalid al-Barnawi and 4 others. The vacation judge, Justice Emeka Nwite, granted the prayer of the federal government after the prosecution counsel Alex Izion SAN moved the application on the ground that the prosecution team is prepared to ensure that the case is determined expeditiously. In April 2016, the prime suspect in the matter, al-Barnawi, was arrested in Lokoja, Kogi State, 5 years after the attack on the Abuja UN building. The attack, the first of such in Nigeria on an international organization, left over 20 persons dead and over 70 others injured. in the application, which was not opposed by the respective defendants' counsel, parties will be allowed to watch video recordings presented by the DSS to prove that the extrajudicial statements given by the defendants was done voluntarily, as against the claim of some of the defendants. The video clips will be played in the presence of the court register, and parties will take notes, after which they will return to the courts on the 23rd and 24th October for continuation of trial within trial. Al-Barnawi trial had begun shortly after his arrest in 2016 in Lokoja. However, several legal and administrative issues had stalled the trial. Khalid is believed to be a founding member of Boko Haram Islamic terrorist group before he became the leader of the breakaway faction. We'll take a quick break now. We'll be back in a moment. Please to stay with us. Thank you for staying with us, marking another milestone in strengthening the professional community of communicators in the country. The Nigerian Institute of Public Relations has inducted 422 new members at its third quarter induction ceremony. The event served not only as a formal admission of members into the Institute, but also as a platform to emphasize the critical role of communication in nation building. Haman Jabani reports.
I hereby induct you as members of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations.
With this addition of 422 members, the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations continue to strengthen its human capital base, which should drive innovation and raise professional standards in public relations practice. Inductees were reminded that as communicators, they must carry the badge of professionalism with pride and diligence. They were charged to serve as bridge builders between government and citizens, businesses and customers, as well as communities and leaders by deliberately practicing responsible communication. This, they were told, is not only to safeguard reputation, but also promote peace, stability, and the positive transformation of Nigeria. Stakeholders emphasized that without credibility, even the most well-crafted messages lose their power and impact. Members of NIPR are therefore expected to earn and sustain trust through honesty, consistency, and transparency in their professional engagements.
Let your legacy be measured, not in press releases, which you are going to write, but in the trust you will inspire and the lives you are going to impact.
I want to also encourage us to be united in our communication to promote Nigeria's image and manage its reputation effectively.
I know we can't say we are public relations people and we are not performing. And remember I said it is GP plus AP, it's PR. GP, good performance. So what are you going to be doing in NIPR?
Some of the newly inducted members assured the Institute that they fully understand the weight of the responsibility entrusted upon them.
This is a professional achievement I've long desired, and in the area of my career, it will spur me to do more.
The negativity that is being associated with the media space is going to receive a big revamp. We're going to revamp it, and then people are going to see that really, with the media, we're not the positive, we're not the enemy, we're actually the savior.
It's going to guide me in terms of ethics. It's going to help me to put in professionalism in my career.
With 422 members stepping into the noble calling, the Institute expressed optimism that deliberate and responsible communication will not only safeguard reputation, but also promote peace, stability, and positive transformation of the country. Hamad Jabani, NTAi News.
The construction of the Sokoto-Badagry Superhighway and other legacy projects are visionary initiatives of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu aimed at opening economic opportunities as well as addressing transportation and security challenges. Minister of State for Works, Bello Muhammad Goronyo, stated this while inspecting the Sokoto State section of the roads project. Abdullahi Umar Ilal reports.
The inspection visit was at the channels 107 and 74 in Silame and Binji local government areas. of the 120-kilometer Sokoto section of the superhighway. The project, flagged off last year by the Minister of Works David Umahi with the support of Governor Ahmad Aliyu, is one of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's major legacy initiatives under the Renewed Hope agenda.
Can see the level of progress made in terms of not only the clearance, but sand filling. And he has promised us that he will complete his section by the end of December.
The federal government reiterated its commitment to transforming Nigeria's economic fortunes by reviving the highway, a project first conceived more than 40 years ago, and by opening up vital road arteries across the country.
The intention of Mr. President is to open up this country, the road arteries of this nation, so that economic activities can flourish. Transportation of goods and services will be easier and faster.
Community leaders expressed gratitude to Mr. President for the foresight behind the initiative. Though challenges remain, ranging from heavy rains to security concerns, stakeholders pledged to surmount them to avoid delays in execution. The concrete highway will feature 3 lanes on each side, boreholes at every 5-kilometer stretch, solar-powered street lights and CCTV cameras to enhance security. In Sokoto, Abdullah Omar Ilalu, NTAi News.
In other news, efforts are ongoing to evacuate people stranded after floods swept through Pakistan's Punjab province following heavy rains which hit various parts of the country. Francis Udoja reports.
Rescue teams are helping to carry families to evacuation sites in boats. Drone footage also shows a flooded village with boats navigating through submerged houses. Information made available by the Punjab Emergency Services reveals that more than 2.2 million people and 1.6 million animals have been evacuated safely from flood-hit areas. According to UN agencies and national authorities, heavy monsoon rain and flash floods since late June have killed at least 739 people across Pakistan, displaced thousands, and destroyed homes and crops. They say bad weather is expected to continue in the coming weeks. Francis Dojo, NTAi News.
A young gorilla discovered in a box by Turkish custom officers at Istanbul airport in December 2024 is set to return to its native Nigeria. Named Zeytin, meaning olive in Turkish, the baby gorilla was being smuggled from Nigeria to Thailand when it was rescued. Since then, Zeytin has been carried for an Istanbul zoo where it has grown into a healthy young gorilla.
This is Zeytin gorilla, a native of Nigeria, playing in a zoo in Turkey. He was rescued from smugglers in December 2024 at Istanbul en route Thailand. The animal was 5 months old when it was discovered crammed into a wooden crate of Turkish airline plane. He was taken to the zoo for treatment pending the completion of the investigation by the authorities. The gorilla is fully recovered and ready to be returned to Nigeria. The keeper said when it was first arrived, it weighed 9.4 kilograms and now weighs 16 kilograms. The height has increased from 62.5 to 80 centimeters. Zeytin has now become a young gorilla. To ensure safe repatriation, Turkey will collaborate with Nigeria for adequate rescue facilities for the animal. West and Central Africa are major sources of trafficking of animals, according to the UN Environment Programme report. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTAi News.
Thank you for that report. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu congratulates the NTAi and Chairman of Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers, Alhaji Yahya Abubakar, on his 73rd birthday on September 12, 2025, and 22nd year of the throne. President Tinubu commends the first-class traditional ruler for his patriotic service to the country and leadership within the country's traditional institutions. Alhaji Abubakar served in the military, holding important operational positions before retiring as Brigadier General and ascending the throne as the 13th Echu Nupe in 2003. President Tinubu remarks, says Echu Nupe has contributed immensely to nation building. He has used his revered position to promote unity, harmony, religious tolerance, peace, reconciliation in the country. His humility, courage, and leadership experience have been brought to bear on his responsibility as Chairman, Abuja Mosque, and Chairman Coordinating Committee of the National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria. President Tinubu prays for more years for Echu Nupe and greater wisdom. He also beseeches Almighty Allah to keep his reign over the Nupe kingdom peaceful and prosperous. And the Minister of Information and National Orientation, in the same vein, has described the Echu Nupe, His Royal Highness Alhaji Yahya Abubakar, as an embodiment of peace and unity, who has worked tirelessly for the development of the Nupe Kingdom, Niger State, and the Nigerian nation. The minister, who is the Kakakin Nupe, congratulated the revered monarch on his 73rd birthday and 22nd year on the throne as the Echu Nupe and chairman of the Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers. The minister praised the first-class monarch's immense contributions to the unity of Nigeria, having served in the Nigerian military up to the rank of Brigadier General, and through his subsequent efforts as the chairman of the Coordinating Committee of the National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria. He wished the monarch a happy birthday and Allah's continuous guidance in the wondrous task of leading Nupe land and its people. And many thanks for watching. This is where we end the news. I am Charles Alpha.